everyone. Welcome into my first live in the morning in a while. I'm going to be bringing Mons in here momentarily. She is up even earlier than me because she's on that West Coast time. But for those of you who are awake right now and you're planning on going for those Cherry 12s, good luck to you. I'm going to have a pair to show you in this live momentarily. But we are going to be discussing some of our pickups. It's been a couple weeks actually since we've gone live just because I have been extremely busy with travel and work. So finally, I am back in New York. Still going to be a busy week, but always want to make time for all of you so that we can kind of keep you up to date with what is going on in our lives as far as sneakers go. We may be talking a little bit about some anime and toys in this live today as well. But good morning to everybody. What's up, Mace, Justin, Oz? We got GT from AG Black Lycan in here and Ritika. Let's bring Mons in. Hey, Mons.
Hello, good morning.
Good to see you. I feel
Very
like
nice
it's
to
been
meet
almost a
you.
month since
I
we've
know.
done live, but it's only actually been two
Yes.
weeks.
It feels like
What's
it's
been
been a long
going on in your life on the West Coast?
time. I've just actually been spending a lot of time with friends and family between here in San Diego and Orange County, especially since the holidays are coming up. And yeah, we've just been that was one of my goals this year was to spend more time with, my loved ones. And I feel like, I've done a pretty good job. So a lot of core memories have been made this year for sure. So yeah.
Love a good car memory. Yeah, it's crazy. Halloween's almost around the corner. Are you doing
I
anything
know.
for Halloween?
We're just going to be passing out candy. We always, my husband and I always talk about getting these cool costumes. We've been wanting to be something from Studio Ghibli, for example, but we just never get around to it. So I promise you all next year that we will be doing something really sick, I hope. But this year, we're probably just going to recycle some costumes and then hand out candy. But I don't know, for me, I love handing out candy. Like I don't know what it is for me, but I just love seeing all the costumes and just the spooky season. So, yeah. How about
Are
you?
you in like a good neighborhood that gets a lot of children? Because I'm in a building in New York, so we get like four kids, but they're so lucky because I give them
Yeah,
an entire bowl of candy. I'm like, here you
that's
go.
true. We do get a lot of kids around here. Well, I guess quick story time from last year. It seemed like we were the only house, like at least on my immediate block, that was handing out candy. So we were literally getting all of the kids come through the house, and we ran out of candy twice. So
Got to get the Costco size bags.
I now we're prepared. Like we did not. It was kind of weird because we didn't really know where everyone was at with trick or treating because of COVID and stuff. So we wanted to stay on the conservative side because I didn't want to be stuck with all of these like bags of candy. So only got one bag, which was a total mistake. We ended up trying to scavenge candy from my in-laws and from my cousin, and oh man, it was so much fun. But my anxiety was just through the roof trying to get
Like, I'm gonna have to make these kids peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or something at this point.
I know. I mean, I
Some
don't think I
Filipino
even.
cuisine. Here's a lumpia for you. Here's a lumpia for you.
I know. Actually, I feel like they would have appreciated that more if I actually gave food,
I
because trick or treating,
know.
you know. Um, but how about you? Any plans for Halloween or dressing up?
I'm actually going to be putting together a Halloween party with YouTube. So
Oh,
this will be my first ever
mhm.
event that I'm going to actually be coordinating with them. So I'm really
Nice.
excited and also, just want
Mhm.
things to go perfectly and run smoothly. So it's
Absolutely.
been a lot of planning that has been
Yes.
going into it this past week, but
Mhm.
everything's finally just kind of coming together and I can see the
Yeah.
visualization of everything happening. So I'm
Yes.
really excited for all the people who will be attending. Obviously, I wish you were here so you could come
I
too.
know. I'm so sad. I wish I could be there, but hey, next time we'll definitely be together, I hope. But
Yeah,
can you share what your
definitely.
costume is, or is it going to be a surprise?
I think I'm going to surprise people, but I
Okay.
will say I'm actually going to change in the middle of the night. So that's
Ooh,
how
okay.
crazy I am. I'm going
Yeah.
to actually have two costumes for the evening. So for
Ooh,
like an
okay.
hour and a half, I'll have one. For the next hour and a
Yes.
half, I'll swap into the other. change it up a little
Nice.
bit. So
Very
it'll be something different than what I've done, I guess, in past years. But
okay.
I'm
Yeah.
excited about it. I was a little stressed because like a
Mhm.
couple packages were lost in the mail and
Um,
ended up actually getting addressed for free because we did think it was lost and it just showed up.
yeah.
So
Oh,
that worked out.
I know. Isn't it funny how that happens? Yeah, that's definitely happened to me a couple of times too. So, yay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to your costumes and we'll definitely be tuning in for the content and whatnot. So, we'll
Yeah,
see.
we'll talk about it on our next live that we
Yes,
have
on our next live, we
together.
will definitely, check back in to see how it goes.
Well, what's good, everyone who's just popping in here? What's up, Chalupa? Oz, you are picking doubled back for the Air Max 1 Big Bubble Reds
Oh,
this
wow.
morning and hit on. They're restocking a
Mhm.
lot of great stuff right now.
Yeah.
Um, I picked up a restock. We'll go through that, I
Mhm.
guess, when we talk about like our pickups for the past couple of weeks.
Yep,
But
that sounds good.
makes you feel really good sometimes when you didn't pay
Mhm.
resale for something and it
Oh,
restocks. You're
yeah.
like, oh, thank God I didn't pay like 500 over the top for that one.
Oh, no, absolutely. I feel like now I've been capping at how much I'm willing to spend on resale because some pairs I have spent a pretty penny on. So I think now I'm being a little bit more, I guess conservative on how much I want to pay for certain pairs. So I totally get it. Yes. I will take all the restocks.
Right? All the restocks in the world. I
Yeah.
only like to pay retail, so it makes life so much
Oh,
easier when they're just like, here's one you missed out on, Marissa. I'm like, thank you so much.
thank you. Thank you. Blessing me for my patience, especially when some pairs are really going for a lot more than I expected, like over 200, for example. And I'm just like, wow. Yeah, I don't know if I'm willing to, if I'm already paying that much for retail, then I think I could probably wait a little bit on that.
Exactly. Hopefully it'll drop down. Anime
Yeah.
Halloween costume. You know, I actually am saving some anime costumes because I'm doing the anime event in New York.
Mhm.
Actually, I think it's like
Mhm.
November 16th or 17th. I can't even keep my days straight
Ooh.
anymore. But yeah, so I'm actually
Mhm.
going to the anime event here in New York. So I've got a couple fun costumes
Ooh.
lined up for that.
That sounds so fun.
I know
Man,
you've got to come out for like Comic Con out here, Mons, and
I think
the
I'm gonna
anime
try it
events
out
typically
because,
after.
yeah, when I saw your videos and your content, I was like, because I also follow a couple of content creators that like work for Loungefly, for example, and it looked really, really fun. How is the scale compared to San Diego? Would you say?
You know, I feel like it's not even comparable because in New York, they just don't
Mhm.
have the space. Javits Center
I
is
see.
pretty
Okay.
massive, but
Hmm.
I would say, it's pretty similar setup
Hmm.
to all the different booths that you had at San
Hmm.
Diego. The thing
Hmm.
that I think makes San Diego just like completely on a different level is like their
Hmm.
outside activation
That's true.
surrounding the
Hmm.
entirety of the event. I feel like
Hmm.
everything is just kind of compacted inside of the Javits Center, whereas like San
Yeah,
Diego, you don't actually even have to be inside all the time to get
that's true.
an
Yeah.
experience.
Right.
Even like,
Hmm.
for instance, the Ninja Turtle setup that they had in San
Hmm.
Diego, it was so cool because they made it look like a New
Hmm.
York subway. And then the
Oh,
one
right.
that they
Hmm.
had in New York, it was just like a basic Turtles backdrop, you know? So
Oh, I see. Okay, because of the
it's kind of
limited
like,
space.
yeah, limited space. Like San Diego had
Mhm.
insane backdrops, and then
Yeah,
New York was just like smaller variations of those backdrops.
right, right.
So that's cool, but
Yeah,
definitely people did a great job with their costumes.
nice.
Again, I feel like San Diego just has a better setup for costumes because
It's true. Mhm,
outside is mainly, kind of where everybody stands, and they
mhm.
have
Right.
like all the bigger
Mhm.
setups just because it's hard to walk inside.
Right.
But I will say that like the only place for people with that size of
Mhm.
costume is kind of like in the main space before you enter the convention.
I
It's kind of
see.
open,
Mhm.
or like
Right.
outside where people eat.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
just different variations of in feels from San Diego, and of course the weather
Mhm.
was. I think it poured actually one of the days. So
Really?
when it
Okay.
rains, it's never fun when you're dressing up
That's
in
true.
costumes.
No, that's
Javits
true.
Center is
Well,
compact and sometimes unorganized. Yeah, have to agree with you,
oh,
Nitro. All those millions and millions of dollars put into that center, and they
mhm.
still could have some fixes done to that facility. Just
Well,
came from Instagram. Well, welcome in, Leandro. I know some of you are probably streaming on Twitter, on Facebook, or on
mhm.
YouTube. So happy to have you all in here, no matter what platform you're using right now to view us. But again, I have my co host here, Mons, with me. And we're going to be talking about some of our sneaker pickups for the past 2 weeks. It's
Mhm.
been a little bit of a, I guess, vacay that we've gone on. So we've got lots of things to talk about. And of course, for those of you who are going for the Cherry 12s today, good luck
Mhm.
to you. I'm going to have a pair to show you in hand here momentarily. So definitely stick around for that. But Mons, what have you picked up in the past couple weeks?
So I got a couple pairs. The first one that I'm going to go ahead and share is this one right here. So this is the Air Force One Low. This is not a JPEG. So for those who aren't familiar with this pair, this is Dot Swoosh's first ever physical product. So I'll go ahead and pull it out of the box really quick. And this is what they look like.
Ooh, black and
Yeah,
white.
it is a black and white colorway, contrast colorway, and then we do have a couple of different, of course, a couple of different materials here. Gosh, my desk is too small right now,
If I
and we
hit
do have
one
like
thing, like 30 boxes come crashing down. And this is me like holding
that.
them all, trying to like
Well,
realign them.
that's exactly what happened right now. So excuse the crash there, everybody. But this is not a JPEG, so it kind of has two different leathers here. We have a black pebbled leather, and then just kind of like a white smoother leather to get that contrast. And then of course we have a nice blue icy sole, which I love. And in addition, we do have a bit of Dot Swoosh branding kind of across the sneaker itself. So we see it right here outside the toe box.
Is
And
that kind
then
of a
here
purple
towards
or no? That's royal. It's like a nice royal
it's like a
blue.
royal blue, I would say, is the best color to kind of describe it. And then here on the Dubray, there's like a
Mm.
bit of that dot swoosh branding, and then on the tongue tag as well. So some really cute, excuse me, some really cute like details across the sneaker. And I don't know if you agree, but it reminds me of like the Tuxedo 11 lows, the Air
That's
Jordan
what I
11.
was thinking of.
Yeah,
I
that's
was like,
exactly what I thought of when I saw these.
it's,
So
I always feel like
yeah,
when you color block sneakers this way too, it just gives it a
yeah,
different effect. And I like
yes,
that they added the icy blue sole on the bottom of that
me too.
too.
I agree.
Um, yeah, it's always, it takes a second for me to like look at it. Like, okay, I get it
No, yeah,
now.
here, let me. So for everybody can see it. For those who may have, like not seen it yet, or was just curious what they look like, and they do come with additional laces. They came with the royal blue laces to kind of match, the accents on the sneaker. I will say, I
Hmm.
wish it kind of came with some white laces as well, or like sail white laces, just to add one more option. But I mentioned in my YouTube video when I filmed this that I do have other sneakers that I could probably pull it from. So then that way I can kind of play around with some different
Play
looks.
around with it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, it
exactly.
looks really premium too.
They actually look really, really great. I'm not gonna lie. In terms of execution and the quality looks really nice. So they did mention it was a bit of a limited collection. So maybe because of that, they were able to, like just um, up the budget when it comes to just bringing out a quality sneakers. So there's that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I love when you get like the best quality because you've already spent the money, so might as
Right,
well have a
exactly.
high-end leather tiered sneaker, but we never know
Exactly.
what we're going to get until we have it in hand,
No,
unfortunately.
that's why I feel like as of recent years, sometimes you never really know. And yeah, and for anyone curious, this did drop for $120, but there were a couple of requirements in order to get this pair. So of course, in addition to being a Dot Swoosh member, you had to have purchased and opened the R Force One box online and whatnot, and then you would get exclusive access. So for anyone that was curious on the details on this guy, but
Which
yeah.
is why I didn't get them.
There
Yeah.
you go.
But no, that's a great looking sneaker, Mons. I
Yeah.
feel like for a lot of guys too,
Mhm.
especially like I feel like this would look really classy with like a
I
suit.
think so too. That's what I was thinking actually. When I saw them at first, I thought they gave some really like formal vibes, I guess you could say. So I think it's a great shoe
Great
that
wedding
can be
sneaker.
casual. A great wedding sneaker, if you're one to wear sneakers to your wedding as well, I think that would be a great option. So yeah, it's just really sleek, really clean, and yeah, I'm excited to wear these guys out. So
Yeah, great pickup.
Yeah. And well, I know that the drop for the Cherry 12s just went live. So,
Oh yes,
like,
everybody.
let's
Sorry, I
excited.
just hit me. It's 10
Yeah.
o'clock right
Yeah.
now. I was like, everybody's so
It is.
quiet. Yeah,
Yeah.
so anybody who's going
Yeah.
on Seekers to cop those
Hmm.
or on other retailer sites, good luck to you.
Hmm.
I know a lot of people have been asking me when this
Hmm.
video is coming out. It's funny, right? Always 2 months or 3 months in advance. Hey, Maris, like, where's the Cherry 12 video? I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
It's coming
You
out in a
guys
couple
are number
months.
priority.
But I will have a video up today on the Cherry 12. So if you are
Mhm.
interested in seeing how I style them and just a bit more detail shots with
Mhm.
the 12s up close, I will have that up later this evening,
Yeah.
fingers crossed. And
Mhm.
of course, I'll have them in hand here momentarily as well.
Mhm. Mhm.
Let me just see. I actually have some images I wanted to drag in here. Let's
Nice.
see if I can actually do
Perfect.
this very well. Can you see this, Mons? Is this
Yep,
popping
I
up?
can see it.
This video?
Yep.
Okay, so
Mhm.
yeah, this is Jordan wearing, this OG colorway. So I know a lot of people are excited
Mhm.
about this because, of course, whenever Jordan has actually played in a pair, specifically a
Mhm.
color like this, it is one of
Mhm.
those historical moments where people definitely have to have it in their collection. Um,
Yes. Mhm.
it looks amazing. Everything looks good on him. What am
I know that's true.
I?
Two sneakers, right? So he can pull it off. And yeah, they look really great.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, definitely trying to figure out how we'll style these
mhm.
lifestyle. I do feel like
Mhm.
when styling different silhouettes, I feel like a lot of people do have a little bit more trouble when it comes to 12 sometimes. It does look a
Mhm.
bit more performance based, I would say, more
Yes.
so than a lot of the
Mhm.
Jordan silhouettes.
Yes,
So
I
definitely
agree.
going to
Mhm.
try and do my best on this one.
Mhm.
Still can't see myself playing in these either. I still cannot believe some of these sneakers that Jordan was able to play in. You always wonder, like, what did their feet look like after a game? But,
I know, right? I can
especially
only imagine.
Converse. Whew, walking Converse, like, around the city is just one of those things where I'm like, they hurt my feet so bad. But playing basketball in them, there's no way. Here's another good shot
Oh
of
my
him.
gosh. That is a great shot.
Right? Going to grab a ball away. But no, I mean, it's a good looking shoe. It's always
It
great
is.
when, Jordan Brand is able to like bring us back and
Mhm.
bring back a good OG colorway. One of those things we just never
I
know
agree.
when
Mhm.
and where they're going to bring it back to be re released.
Mhm.
But
Yes, that's
yeah,
true.
it's a good looking sneaker. So hopefully,
Mhm.
for those of you who've been waiting, for this
Mhm.
to just re-release, I hope that you're able to snag a pair this morning. Definitely let us know in chat if you're getting a
Mhm.
W right now. What's up, Slick with the Kicks? Good morning, everyone. It's good to see you in here. Again, Mons and I are just going through our pickups for the past couple of weeks.
Mhm.
And of course, we're here to support each and every one of you that's going for the
Mhm.
12s right now. Hopefully, you're able to, cop an easy W today. I know that
Mhm.
a lot of stores did raffles. So
Mhm.
if you were able to cop a W on any of the raffles, congrats to you as well. Mons, are you going to be
Mhm.
going for these?
I think I'm just going to wait and see first. Some photos in hand and some videos and whatnot. They are priced at 210 right now, so
Nice
I wasn't
210. That
entirely
is
sure about them.
a nice price point.
Yes,
Like,
I have
come
it on
on.
mine here as well, the dark mode.
210. Dark
For
mode.
those
Your
phone.
phone still thinks you're asleep, Mons.
Well, actually, I love my phone on dark mode, even
Or do you
my
just have it
laptop
on
as
dark
well. I
mode?
don't know what it is. I think I've just gotten used to it, and I love it. So I know I feel like I'm still asleep, but hey, we're here. We're ready for our YouTube live. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait a little bit, and then of course I'm really excited for you to share on your end what they look like. So I think that's gonna help me make my decision since it looks like it's still available at least right now. So I think if I'm a little patient on this one, I'll be able to
Yeah.
decide what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
I've had mixed reviews. I feel like with the early access
Hmm.
pairs
Okay.
between grade
Hmm.
school and adults. I don't know. Do you
Right.
typically go more for grade school when you can?
You know, I sometimes, it depends. I feel like if I can, I try to go for the adult sizes just because of the quality. Like sometimes the
Hmm.
quality is just night and day
It is.
when it comes to the execution. And I'm just like, well, if it's available in adult sizing, then I think I'm going to go for that. But sometimes I try to go for both, if that makes sense. And because sometimes it's just easier for me to get the 6.5Y versus the 6.5 men's. So
Hmm.
it just kind of depends. Like whatever's available, or if it's not even available in grade school or like women's sizing, then of course I'm gonna try and go for a men's sizing if it's available. So yeah, I think it's just on a release by release basis at this point.
Yeah, it sucks
Yeah.
sometimes though. Yeah, when you do get that grade school pair and you're like, wow, the quality difference on this is just completely opposite. I mean,
It
you are saving money,
is.
but you can see where the money has been saved.
Yeah. No, you can see it, trust me. Or even just like the packaging, right? I think I see it a lot mainly for like Air Jordan 11 releases, for example. They go all out for the men's releases, but the grade school, you get your usual like black, or at least like the black ones right now, the black boxes. And I'm like, so sad because I would love to get that same unboxing experience that other people get, but I can't because of the grade school sizing. So,
Right now,
yeah.
if you are a hardcore box collector, grade school is definitely probably something you steer clear of. Just that is one of the price cuts that they're able to make is by giving you just a cheaper, variation of whatever
Packaging.
the adult pair comes in. And of course, sometimes
It's
people would be
true.
like, "Oh, do you have the real pair?" It's like, "Yeah, it's grade school," and they're
Yeah,
like, oh, "Okay,
exactly. I
gotcha."
get that a lot. I do get that a lot. And they're like, oh, how come this is missing? Or how come it's not? Or like, this isn't here. And I was like, well, that's what you get with grade school, I guess. So,
Yeah, that it is what it is. And sometimes like you'll get a cool duster bag or something with an adult pair, and
yeah.
of course you're not going to get that
Yep.
with a, grade school pair. Even like
Yep.
on my Crocs, you don't get the same gibbets. You get gypped. Adult pair gets
Yeah.
like three extra gibbets, but because yours is so small, like you don't get the same. Yeah,
I
it's a sad
know. I
day.
That is so sad about it. Or that's what's so sad about it. You get like gypped on the extra accessories. So I don't know. Hopefully in time we'll see it all kind of just streamlined across the board. Or at least that's my hope, is that we see it streamlined across the board and just make it easier for everybody to get what they want, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and it wouldn't make people who, I mean, you shouldn't be penalized for having small feet.
Right? Well, I feel
you
like
know?
sometimes it's the opposite. Like sometimes I'll get comments like, "Oh, I would have a collection like yours if I had, like your size." And I was like,
Oh yeah.
well, it's just as hard to
Thanks.
get, trust me. I feel like there were
Yeah.
points there that it was harder to get grade school, but times change all the time, so it's very interesting to see.
Now the odds are in your favor. I'm like feeling like
Yeah,
Hunger Games. The odds are in your favor.
I know, right? That was very Hunger Games esque for sure.
Any other
Oh.
pickups, Mons?
Yes, and it's probably one of my favorites. And I know this is very mixed emotions or opinions on this, but it is okay. The box is huge. I'm sorry, I have to like step back a little bit. It is the CPFM Air Flea 2s, and I actually have both colorways to share with you all. So I'll go ahead and take it out of the packaging really quick.
I'm still
So,
waiting on one of my colors. I still don't get
yeah,
like when you get something at the same time, but yeah, one will
yeah,
come a week
yeah,
or weeks earlier than the other.
man. Luckily, well, I unfortunately didn't get it for myself. My husband got me the spruce colorway, the faded spruce, and then a friend of mine was able to get the black pair for me. So shout out to the both of you for the assist on these pairs because I was not lucky enough to win the
Nice.
raffle signups for this, which is so sad.
I literally was
But
in an appointment and I like screamed, I was like, oh, I got it. And they're like, wait, what? I was like, oh, no, sorry, nothing.
I know, like I checked, and then I checked my socials as well, and I saw everyone winning them, and I was like, what did I do wrong? I don't understand.
Gonna have to put some love out in the universe. You know, I used to live in the building with her. We lived in the same
Yes,
building
I remember you
together.
mentioned. Yeah,
It's
that is
like
so
if I still lived
crazy.
in the building, Mons, I'd be like, hey, can you give my girl some love?
I know.
Ah,
Oh my gosh. I would love to meet her in person. That would be so great. But all right, everybody. So this is the faded spruce colorway in the CPFM Air Flea 2. So this is a brand new silhouette between Nike
I'll hold
and
this one
Cactus
up
Plant
so
Flea
they can
Market.
see
Yeah,
both at the
so we
same
can hit it
time.
side by side. But okay. I love this pair. I actually saw the sneaker at the Private Sneakers booth when they were at SneakerCon LA. And of course, like they had the huge sizes, of course, as an early look. But I don't know what it is, but I absolutely fell in love with them.
They're so
I
cool. I think that these are so sick. I don't care what
I think they're so
anybody
sick too.
says.
Yeah, no, I'm
Honestly,
gonna wear
like,
this out to
it
brown
does not
because that's
matter other people's opinions on sneakers. As long as you feel comfortable
yeah,
in rocking these, like that is all
yeah,
that matters. And honestly, the
yeah.
spruce one, I was more into this colorway, but now the spruce is kind of growing on me more because that has an off-white swoosh. This is just a simple white swoosh, but I kind of like the off-white swoosh a bit more. It's more
Yeah.
vintage.
So I'm not sure if it's coming out on camera, but it's actually more of like a like soft yellow.
Oh, it's
Um,
yellow.
yeah, it's more of like a soft
No, it
yellow. So
is
I'm
because I'm
not
looking
sure.
at your shirt. So it's actually this kind of
Oh yeah,
similar tone to your shirt.
it is
Way
similar
to way
tones.
to
So it's
wear a matching a shirt. You're so on
wear the
brand
matching
today,
shirt.
Mons.
I had to wear the matching shirt, just to show support for CPFM. And I just love the designs. I have this one and I have the like half zip pullover as well. But what's cool
And
about
this is
the green
detachable,
one
right?
though? Huh?
Oh, I was just saying the I don't know if people can see the detachable little pieces on
Yes, it
there.
is detachable, everybody, for those who are wondering. So you can kind of
What
like
material is
snap it
this
on.
swoosh? It's kind of like a foam. It's so squishy.
Yeah, it's foamy. It's squishy. Yes.
It's like a little
But
plush having a stuffed animal on your sneaker.
it is. It is. Okay, well now I'm gonna have to figure out putting that back on. But because it doesn't line up perfectly. For anyone who has them or is looking to get them, I will say it takes a little bit of like maneuvering to figure out how to keep it on. So be warned that, you're going to have to like play
It's
around a little bit with it.
complicated.
Yeah. It's a little
Yeah.
complicated and it does come with these little
Match up.
sneaker charms as well. So, a little
Yes,
upside
they're
down. So you get
so
5 feet.
cute.
Very cute.
What
So
are
I
these? Are
wish
these
my
little bugs, Mons? What are these?
they look like spiders to me.
Are these spiders?
They
Anybody
look
know
like
what insect this
spiders.
is?
Yeah, if anyone can confirm or deny that they look like spiders, let us know in the comments because they look like spiders to me, but who knows? I guess it could be up for interpretation.
If I saw a spider like this, I think I might laugh. I'd be like, oh, this poor spider.
If I
He's
saw one
not
like that in real life, I'd
symmetrical.
be like, go about your business. You can go about your business. Do what you need to do. But
Yeah, I
yes,
love, I
so
mean, just the subtle details all over this. And surprisingly,
Mhm.
I feel like I thought they were going to be more on the heavier side of things, but they're not bad.
You know, I think in the box it feels heavy, and they feel heavy compared to like my other sneakers. But I don't know if you've had an opportunity to try them on, but they're really comfortable, like more
Yeah, they
comfortable than I
are.
expected. Yeah,
Did you go true
and
to size on
durable.
yours?
Yes, I did go true to size on this one actually,
So
and
there
they fit perfect.
was a big whole
Mhm.
thing going on because Private Selection
Mhm.
had told
Yeah,
people basically to go
yeah,
almost like two sizes down or something crazy.
yeah,
It's like a
yeah.
size and a
Mhm.
half, two
Yeah,
sizes down.
under size and a half. Yep.
And
Yep.
what I do like to tell people, because I am in the modeling world, and the same goes
Mhm.
on with like showrooms, for instance. Whenever it's
Mhm.
a sample and it's the first of its kind, typically the sizing
Mhm.
could be all over the place. Like buyers will
Right.
come up to me,
Mhm.
the designer, and say, "Why does the dress look like that on her?" And they're like, "Oh, don't worry, it came back to us this way. It's going to get fixed. It's going to be
Mhm.
hemmed and tightened in these areas."
Right.
So
Mhm.
sizing can always change, especially when it is like that first look that we're seeing. It could
Mhm.
be just a temporary sample piece that, is
Mhm.
just used to kind of show what it will look like, but not initially
Mhm.
the same like exact mold that they may be using.
Exactly.
But
Right.
yeah, so I
Mhm.
actually went half a size up on these,
Oh,
and these
okay.
actually still fit me. I don't know if
Nice.
does your heel, like, does it actually make it all the way back? Because there's some additional padding back there, and I feel like my foot kind of starts a little bit higher up in the sneaker itself.
Um,
Let me see if you guys can see
Mine
that.
actually fit really nicely. Yes. So the padding that Marissa's talking about, so I'm not sure if you can see it here as well on the green side of it. But yes, so it kind of like caves in a little. I will say that it fits really nicely for me. I also got
Yeah.
the black one in a half size down. So I got it in a 6. And that one still fit as well, but it was a little more snug, and it's one of
Mm-hmm.
those where it's like if I walk around them for a long time, I'm definitely going to feel the repercussions of my decisions. So I'm really happy that I was able to get the 6.5 in the spruce colorway that I wanted. So, yep, for anyone who is curious, for me, it did fit true to size. And I have been seeing a lot of people say that true to size has been, um, the final answer for these sneakers, considering, the
I
looks of.
think true to size is the way to go. I
Mhm.
always play it safe and just,
Mhm.
go half a size up because I can always kind of fill it in, I guess, with like thicker
That's true.
socks
Yeah,
and
that's true.
insole. But
Mhm.
I definitely think, yeah, like I feel sorry for anybody who went, with private selections, I guess, sizing guide
I
on that
know.
because these would be too small if I had kind of gone with
Yeah,
those instructions.
right. No,
Way too
definitely.
small.
Yeah. I think with any type of sneaker release, I feel like it's always safe to at least go with your true to size or a half size up, like you said, because then that way you're not, trying to squish your foot into a sneaker that doesn't fit. So, yeah,
Exactly. And it has a cool foot on the bottom. I love
it
this.
does.
Not a
It
normal
does.
foot because it
Yeah.
only has three toes, but
Definitely a little bit different.
right.
And yeah, I noticed that the green one also has like different colored tabs here on the side. I think the black pair just has it like black on black, but then this one
This
actually
almost looks
has
like it
it.
would glow in the dark.
I feel like that would be cool, but you wouldn't be able to enjoy it because
You'd have
it's
to
on
keep your
the.
feet up all day.
You would have to like kick your feet up every single time so people can see it.
Exactly.
But I mean, if it goes into the dark, that would be pretty cool.
Right?
Like
That
I
would
can
be
show
so
you.
sick.
Yeah, I
It's nice
think
is
I
they
can show
give
you.
you so many pull tabs on this. Oh, it's so
We
cute
do,
together
yeah.
with the 2 feet.
I know. Here's what it looks
And
like,
then you
friends.
get the cool duster bag, which
Yes,
is in this
yes.
terry cloth chenille
I love it.
material.
Oh, I love it. So, look how
I
big
love
it
a good
is,
duster.
everybody. Like,
It is huge. I guess it has to be
it's
huge because
huge.
these are massive.
I know.
I guess
At
they had
least
to
you
give us
will
something
fit in like
big.
this one.
Congratulations, Jerry, on a 16-month membership. We truly appreciate you
Nice.
guys being members of the channel. If you are not a member yet, you're missing out because we do put a lot of
Mhm,
content out early with early pairs. So you will be the first to
mhm,
view those videos. And of course, we give additional content with
mhm,
images
mhm.
and updates on product. So definitely check out our memberships and hit that like button if you are in here and you haven't hit the thumbs up yet. Mons and I
Yeah.
are here live going through our sneaker pickups for those of you who are just jumping in.
Yeah.
Congratulations to anyone who's taken a W so far. Definitely let
Mhm.
us know in the chat if you got a W on those Cherry 12s. I'll be showing those here in a minute. Somebody says bottom glows in the dark, so it does glow in the dark.
It does. I'm very excited
Yeah,
for that. At the same time, I feel like I can enjoy it. So, I mean, I think I'm
yeah.
still gonna try it out and see. I'm gonna like turn off the
I have
lights
to
and then
take
check.
this in my closet right now and go test this out
I
real
know,
quick.
right? Just kind of like charge it up as well. See if it works.
I know, see if it lasts. Actually, I probably could do that here, but yeah, really cool that they made that glow in the dark. So,
Mhm.
CPFM is known to, I feel like, have these kind of crazy out there
Mhm.
looking sneakers, but
You do,
honestly, whenever
yeah.
I see sneakers like this, I feel like I have to give them credit because it's so different. They're
Yes.
not really
Hmm.
sticking with the same look of the exact silhouette, and they're kind of like it's almost like
Hmm.
they've molded this into a brand new creation.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
No,
And I
they look
guess you
great.
have this if you want to like walk on the sides or front, you have all of this additional, outsole that they've moved along to the
Yes,
midsole. It's really crazy. I
yes. You definitely have some good traction there for,
feel like
like
this is an
any type of
off-roading
activity.
sneaker.
Yeah.
If you trip and fall,
Yes.
this will catch you.
Exactly. I think I'm gonna wear my pair out today, though. I don't think I was planning on doing anything crazy today, but I just want to wear them out and kind of um, take them out to see how they feel for the long run. But I've been hearing some very positive things on how comfortable they are, so that's always good.
Yeah,
But
you should do
yeah, that's
it.
kind of gonna conclude my pickups for at least the last couple of weeks. I did get the black one as well, like I mentioned, but since you had it on screen, you're able to share with everybody. But how about you? What do you have to share with everyone today?
What do I have? So Jeff Staple actually sent me a pair.
Mm.
So shout out to the homie, Jeff. He just did a collab with Autry,
Mm.
this brand. This is the first time I've actually
Mhm.
had this brand before. I don't know if you've
Cool.
worn any sneakers from this specific brand, but they're
Yeah.
pretty luxe. It's got
Mhm.
corduroy on it, some
Okay.
nubuck, and just leather materials. But I
Mhm.
love, how
Mhm.
simple this whole look and
It's really
feel that
nice.
the sneaker has. It's so bright in here.
Mhm.
I'm like trying. There we go. Let me hold it up. I'm
There
like,
it is. Oh, they look
there it
really
is.
great. You can really see the detail up close there.
And there's our
Yes.
pigeon on the back that Jeff is known for.
Mhm.
A little bit of branding on the back
Yeah,
that's got
these
a
look
nice
really
kind of
great.
aged
Yeah.
effect on the midsole, even.
Mhm.
But yeah, really, really clean looking sneaker. And I'm excited to just
Mhm.
try this out for the first time. I've never actually worn any sneakers from
Mhm.
this brand. But
Mhm.
yeah, overall, really good looking sneaker.
They look really great. It looks like a very easy shoe to style compared to the ones that we showed just a
Coffee has arrived, everybody. Thank you.
Woohoo! I know I cannot wait to get my coffee later, everyone,
Somebody send
because
Mons coffee.
someone send me
SOS.
coffee, please.
I'm like I was
Anyways,
I was dying here for a moment, but now that I have my coffee, I'm gonna wake up momentarily
that
and
looks
be
so
with
good.
all of
I
you.
truly cannot wait to get my iced coffee for the morning.
I'm the person that drinks iced coffee all year round. I don't know if you're that
Oh,
type of
same.
person, Mons,
I
but
am the same
people
person.
look at me like
Yes.
I'm crazy in the winter because I'm always, always, always drinking iced coffee. But in the West Coast, I don't know what it is. There's something weird out there because people in LA, when I moved there, they were always drinking hot coffee, and it would be 100 degrees outside, and there they were outside sipping their hot coffee. Like,
You know, I myself have not witnessed that. I probably would have given the same look and be like, "What are you doing right now?" But iced coffee has definitely been the craze recently. So, or even an iced matcha. It's really the one or
ugh,
the other. Iced
I love an
matcha,
iced
iced which
matcha.
makes sense. It's delicious right now, or an iced
Luckily, on
coffee.
photo shoots, they do two coffee runs, so we'll get one in the morning, and my like middle
Nice.
day drink is always a matcha, just because I don't want to be
Yes.
over caffeinated, where I start
Right. Right.
jittering on
Mhm.
camera. People are like, "What's going on with the model?" I'm like, sorry guys, I have a little too much caffeine.
Yeah. So midday matcha is necessary. So
Hmm.
that's probably what
They've
I'm
got
gonna
some
get
good
today.
matcha places out here, Mons. When you guys come visit, I will take you to all of them.
Yes, we can do a little food tour. Like we still have to promise that to, like all our viewers, our little, like culture
Yes, we'll have to
food
create some
videos
content
coming.
for sure. I don't know. I
Hmm.
actually I met Paris for the first time. She's
Wait,
also a
I saw
sneaker
your video.
YouTuber,
Yeah. Hmm.
but
Hmm.
she was such a trooper. She did it in English, but Paris's first
Nice.
language is
Yeah.
Spanish.
Uh-huh.
But she did
Hmm.
an incredible job. We actually filmed in one of the shops here at the
Hmm.
Oculus 24. I don't know if you've been
Nice.
there before, but
I
they have a
don't think
couple
I've been there
stores.
yet.
We'll take
Hmm.
you there when you're out here. They have two
Yes.
stores, one in Hudson Yards, which is like this
Hmm.
really like bougie
Hmm.
mall, and then the
Ooh.
Oculus, which has like a lot of
Hmm.
different high-end tiered stores, but they
Hmm.
are a sneaker
Right.
reseller shop, but they just like have really cool
Mhm.
stores.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
What else did I get? Oh yeah, so these restocked actually. So these are the
Yes.
vintage
Yeah. Hmm.
dunks. I have a
They
story
look
actually.
great.
So I went for these in the
Hmm.
high version and I
Uh-huh.
got a pair at a store
Hmm.
and they messaged me and told me that they gave my pair away to somebody else. And I'm so distraught over that. But I'm actually, or sorry, not a restock. This is the first in the low variation, but the high
Hmm.
variation, yeah, they gave my pair
Hmm.
away. But it's kind of a blessing because honestly, like I like the low pair much better.
Mhm.
But you've probably seen different variations of the vintage. They're actually restocking the
Yes.
vintage green, which I know a lot of my
Mhm.
girlfriends, that was the one
Mhm.
sneaker that everyone hit me up for. And they're like, how do I get this? I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. These are going for $450 on the resale market right now. You should not pay that much for these. But
Oh my goodness.
it's a nice
Yeah, it
variation
blows
from
my
your
mind.
basic Panda Dunk, just to kind of be
Yes. Yeah.
different.
Mhm.
It's got a nice sheen to it.
Yeah.
And of course, it's got the off white
Mhm.
laces, that sail tone for the
Mhm.
midsole. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, I was excited to get those.
Yeah. No. Hey,
And then
I love sneakers.
this
So.
isn't exactly a sneaker Mons, but I was really excited to get these.
Oh my
How cool are
gosh.
these?
They look cool. And I'm not big into like the cowboy boot thing, but they look so cool actually. Have you tried them on? I'm curious to know how they
Yes.
fit.
They are
Yeah?
so comfy. Oh, I just lost my little headband. They're so comfy.
Yeah. And
They
what is
are
the
actually
material on the top
surprising.
part of the boot? I'm
So
curious.
it's like it's definitely some type of synthetic leather.
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like
Okay.
you definitely
Mhm.
need to wear socks with these because I feel like
Okay.
your
Oh my
skin would
goodness.
definitely chafe if you wore these barefoot.
Right.
But
Hmm.
they're so cool. They kept the base of it, which looks exactly like a
Yes.
croc, which is really funny.
Yes.
Um,
Hmm.
but it's just a quirky looking boot, and it has metallic silver. Let me see if I can get closer so
Ooh,
you can
I
kind
like
of
the
see.
metallic, and it looks stitched, right? It is stitched
Yeah,
on
it's
the
actually stitched,
leather.
so it's really well
Wow.
done.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then look at this. Let me
I
show
was
you
just
what it
gonna ask
comes
you if it
with.
came with that because I did
The
see
straps.
another creator show it
Look at
with
the
that, and I was like, oh my
gibbets.
god.
Look at how cool these gibbets are. It's
Really?
got a little star gibbet, and this is a high quality gibbet. Let me
It looks
see
so good.
if I can like show that. It's like not. Yeah, these are legit.
You can tell they're like really good quality and whatnot.
What is this other one? Oh, this is so cute. It's a crocodile with a cowboy hat, Mons.
Ah.
I'm dead.
Oh, I can't wait to see this one.
This is
Oh my
so
god,
cute. How cute is this
that is so cute.
crocodile?
Oh my god, it is
Like, let me
so
pull it up
cute.
closer.
Oh
Uh,
my gosh, I'm a fan.
and then the most important part to a boot is these little stirrups. I don't know how I could walk in these though with these on, but I have this country
Oh,
western movie premiere I'm going to, so I'm definitely gonna wear these to that.
I think they're gonna look great.
Look
Oh
at
my
how
god,
cool these are. How funny.
they pulled out all the stops
Or
for
why do
this
I keep
picture
calling them?
because
These are
like,
spurs, not
this is so
stirrups. I'm like,
cute. That is so fun.
they're
Oh my
so
god,
fun. I mean, what would a boot be without a stirrup? I mean, this is
it's
literally,
true.
I have to go be on a
Yeah.
country western of some sort.
Yes.
What's good,
That's a
everyone
really
who's
expensive
jumping
for the
in?
fit.
We got Big Daddy GT from AG in the house. We're just talking about our pickups, me and Mons, right now, and we're talking about some crazy Crocs.
I
And
know.
look at, I guess it just attaches on the
Oh,
back.
that's so
Oh,
cool.
this is
Yeah.
perfect. So actually, I feel like this will stay and it
Hmm.
won't actually hit the bottom.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's so
good. Oh,
cool.
nice. I love all these fun sneakers that have come out and just kind of like pushing the boundaries because they're so creative and they're so fun to look at.
Yeah, no, they definitely are. And then I guess for the Halloween spirit, I picked up
The candy
the candy
corn. Oh,
corns.
they look so good.
I've never been a fan of candy
Mhm.
corn, but I really liked the sneaker, so definitely had to pick a pair of these SBs up. I think they did a good job though. It actually looks better now that I'm showing it to the camera. It kind
They
of
do look really good.
glows.
Say that
Are you
again.
a
Sorry.
candy corn fan?
I'm indifferent about candy corn. Like if it's there, I feel like I'll eat it, but then if it's not, I won't be like craving it or anything. So I would say I'm more neutral when it comes to candy corn. But when it comes to the sneaker, I think they look really great. I think the gradient is pretty spot on.
Yeah,
And
and I don't know. They have like a crazy detail on the toe box. Let me
mhm,
see if you can actually see it. Do you see the
mhm.
prints
Oh, I do.
on the
It's kind of
front
like
there?
it looks like an imprint
It
of
looks like a bite. So I think those are
that's what
teeth
it
marks
is.
of a mouth. How funny is that?
Wow. I am
It's the
so
shape of
impressed
a
by this
mouth
sneaker.
biting.
I'm so impressed by that.
So I was looking at it, I'm like, I think those are teeth marks, and it is because the teeth get bigger, so
Yeah,
you have your
yeah.
molars in the back.
See, it's the little things that make a sneaker because
I'm
that
gonna
is
take a bite
just
of this
so
bagel and show
I
this
love
to
how
you guys
detailed it
now.
was.
So
Yeah,
here we
go
go.
ahead, go ahead.
Oh,
Now I'm hungry, friends.
Now I'm seeing my teeth marks and this teeth mark
And
here.
it only makes sense, you know. It only
Right?
makes sense. Yeah,
Well, it's definitely the same bite mark pattern. So
that's
they nailed
exactly it.
it. Actually, it's
They nailed
perfect.
it. Absolutely nailed it. I never would have expected that type of detail, and I feel like I can appreciate that sneaker more with that little detail.
It's so good. Can anybody guess what type of bagel I'm eating right now? Anyone?
Ooh.
Anyone in chat? What kind of bagel am I having right now? You'll win a prize if you guess this bagel flavor
Good.
correctly.
Then I won't say anything just in case.
Like, there's so many different variations of bagels nowadays here in New York. You can like have so many different flavors. It's
I
crazy.
know. And I will say that, yep, New York definitely takes the cake when it comes to bagels because when I tried it there for the first time, I was blown away at how different and like how night and day the bagels were.
They're
So
so different.
it
Oz, you were
is.
so close. This is a cinnamon toast crunch bagel.
That sounds so good. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
cinnamon toast crunch. No raisins, just yeah, cinnamon toast. It's so good.
That's probably my all-time favorite cereal, I will say. That's my number one.
Right? And it makes I was never a big milk person, but if it was a
Uh-huh.
cereal that made the milk taste good, I would actually drink it. So my mom was always
Yep.
buying me cereal that
Uh-huh.
made milk taste good.
Yeah, that's
Everything
the one.
bagels. I love it. Everything bagel too. I feel like I need to be in like I'm in different moments. Sometimes I want something sweet and then sometimes I want something more savory. But I love it
Yes, yes,
everything bagel. They're very good.
yes. I think that's perfect when you can have that sweet and salty for sure.
What's your favorite bagel, Mons?
Oh, that's tough. I think it depends if I want something sweet or savory. So, if I want something savory, I tend to go for like an onion or cheese bagel. That's kind of my go to. And then if I want something sweet, I guess maybe something classic like blueberry. Sometimes I'm in the mood for like a cinnamon sugar bagel. But
Hmm.
yeah, it always just depends on my mood because I'm the breakfast person that needs to have sweet and salty. So
I
if
think
I'm
the
already having
best
my
bagel
cereal, have
I
savory.
ever had was in Montreal, actually.
Really?
Montreal has
Uh-huh.
the best bagels you will ever taste. And the only thing I got mad at them for was that they only put cream cheese on one side of the bagel.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I was like, I don't
Interesting.
understand. So I had to chase this
Yeah.
waiter around to go get them to put cream cheese on my second half of my bagel. Just doesn't make sense to me. They put one
No,
plain
doesn't
one
it?
and then one with cream cheese on
Yeah.
it. So you're like, am I supposed to eat this like a
Like, I'm
sandwich?
not
I
gonna
don't know. I
well,
can't
at
eat
least I
it
don't
like a
eat mine like a
sandwich.
sandwich, so
Yeah.
I can expect it to have cream cheese on both sides, so that's
So
interesting.
weird. But taste is on another level out there. I don't know what they're doing to their bagels at this
Yeah.
place, but they're so good. All right, everyone. For the grand finale, we
Ooh,
have the Cherry 12s. We'll see if this is going to make or break Mons' decision as to whether or not
I
you're going
know.
to pick a pair of
Here it
these
is.
up. But honestly, I'm pretty impressed with these. This is the first time I'm touching these, by the way, everyone.
Ooh,
So
okay.
let's see if you can like check out the details, see if you see
Mhm,
any, issues with the quality control on them.
mhm.
Right now, they look pretty good in hand. I mean,
First impression, they look great, to be honest.
and
The
red
red
is one of
looks
those
really good.
colors with the white, like you
Mhm.
always worry that it's going to bleed into the
That's true.
white and
Mhm.
stain the
Yeah.
leather, but I don't see any
Mhm.
bleeding going on
I don't
this
see it
pair
either in
specifically.
here, and typically that's something that you see right away because red tends to bleed on anything. So,
Hmm.
yeah, that's always nice to see. Okay, okay.
I mean, we've got that tumbled leather tongue going
Mhm.
on here. Really nice tumbled leather, actually. The quality is pretty high
Yeah,
tier on these.
yeah.
Nice stitching for the Jumpman
Mhm.
logo. Let's see. Interior looks pretty good too. I mean, can't complain. This definitely
Give it
hits
a
the
try.
OG colorway perfectly.
Yes. No, I think so too. And yeah, I honestly have no complaints with the sneaker, so okay. I will definitely sleep on it, but now that I've seen it actually in person, I'm a fan. I'm
I
here
mean,
for it.
even just the lace system here. Let me see if I can
Hmm.
show you the silver.
Hmm.
Looks very good.
Hmm. And it has that jump ant logo on it as well.
I'll show you the box, Mons, now that, we're talking about
Ooh,
boxes.
I know. I love
So
a
this
good
is the
box. Okay,
box.
so it's not oh, okay. Nice. Yeah.
Not what I was expecting,
Not what I was expecting either. So that's why I was like,
right?
oh, okay.
I know, I shocked you. You almost thought I grabbed the wrong box, right? Now I
Yeah,
have to
I know.
double
I was like,
check and
wait a
make sure it is
second.
the right box. No, it is the right box.
Yeah.
I promise. It's kind of got like a Halloween aesthetic to it,
It
so I'm like,
is. It
huh, did
is.
they
It's
mean
very
to do
on
that?
brand for the season.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that
Okay.
is
Okay. Very nice
it's
box.
its box.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what this box though is?
Huh?
Look at how big this box is, Mons, compared to my sneaker.
Why are the boxes getting bigger?
Do you see that? You could fit an entire shoe
Yeah, no,
behind
I
my
see so
shoe.
much room there on the back.
There's like so much space.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. If there's that much space, I can imagine there are other accessories that are supposed to come with it, but it's
One would
interesting.
hope.
Yeah, I would, I mean, if there's always a pleasant surprise in there, then I can't complain.
I know.
Yeah.
So there you have it, everyone. Actually, I'll pull both of them out so you can see both of them in hand.
Yeah.
Just give
Perfect.
everybody a full-on look. Beautiful sneaker. For it to be red and white, the 12 silhouette can just be worn with almost anything. Oz, is this your go-to silhouette, 12s?
They are really
You
good
know,
looking sneakers, so I
I
am
see.
definitely
I
in
just
agreement with you there.
it's always looked futuristic, the 12s to me. And that's why I
Yeah,
feel like this sneaker silhouette has just like held within the like time frame of how things have
that's true.
evolved because it's been such
Mhm.
a modern looking product. I mean, Tinker Hatfield
Right.
just his brain and how he created these is on another
Mhm.
level. But yeah,
Yes.
definitely a great looking pair, especially
Yes.
for you OG collectors. I'm so happy for you that
Mhm.
you were able to go after a pair like these that Michael
Yes.
Jordan wore back in his day. Oh
No,
yeah,
they
there
look
is one
so
pair that I forgot
good.
to show you actually after this
Oh
too.
yeah.
But yeah, it's a good looking sneaker.
I know they look really, really good. I'm gonna adjust here really quick. There we go. Yeah, I am in love with that cherry red. Actually, I think they look so good, and they're definitely darker than I expected it to be. For some reason, I've seen other pictures where they look more of like a brighter red, but I love this color.
Red is one of those colors I kind of get frustrated with because
Mhm.
I feel like sometimes people definitely change the lighting on their images and
Like,
it throws you
mhm.
off because sometimes it steers closer to like an orangey pigmented
Yeah,
red or like a
yes,
pastel kind of coral tone.
yes.
Um,
Mhm.
and I'm very particular with my reds. It's weird,
I
but
am
like,
too, and that's why I think I wasn't sold on them yet because of what I was seeing. Maybe because of the lighting, like you mentioned, because it was more of like that orangey tone. But this looks like such a true cherry red, so they're stunning. I love them. So I guess I'll be looking into it, guys. Who knows? Maybe at the next sneaker pickup, I this might be my newest one. We'll see.
it's maybe something you have in your collection, especially if you
Yeah,
just love the cherry colorway on sneakers.
right.
I know
Mhm.
there's a lot of people who follow the channel that just are obsessed with
Mhm.
anything cherry
Yeah.
tone. So yeah,
Mhm.
I think that Jordan did a great job with these. I don't have
Me too.
like any quality
Mhm.
control issues that I can see right
Mhm.
now visually
Yeah.
on these. I think that again, having that two-tone color combination of red and white is something that's
Yes.
very hard to nail. Just
Yes.
I
Mhm.
even just think of my mom when I was a kid always dyeing my whites. I was like, "Mom, seriously, like stop putting reds with the whites. Like you're dyeing all of my clothes pink."
Pink.
And yeah, it's like all of my clothes moms growing up were pink 'cause my mom always mixed colors with
Oh my
whites. I was just
gosh.
like, "What
That's
are you
hilarious.
doing?" Yeah, she just no. Navy space, so if the shoes do touch, they don't rub against each other to bleed. Oz, interesting. So maybe they're like
Oh,
actually hooking up, and that is the OG box that these, I guess, initially came in. So
that's really
that
cool.
is really
That's
kind of
cool.
Jordan to think of us, though, if that is the
Yeah.
case.
It's like to have the whole experience and the whole packaging. I love that. That's great.
Yeah. Oh, yes. So I almost forgot about a pair.
Hmm.
Uh, okay. Do you remember seeing these on people? Jeff
I
Staples
do
been
remember seeing
wearing
them. Yes.
like these so much. I feel like So this
Mhm.
is actually talking about bleeding. This has been
Oh,
bleeding on pretty
really?
much like all parts of the sneaker. Yeah, because it's
All the brown.
dyed the pony hair on here.
I see. Yeah. Uh-huh.
But the pony hair has just, oh yeah,
Mhm.
I can actually show you on this tissue paper. Let's see if you can
Oh, I
see it when
see
I
it.
put it up
I see it. Yeah.
close. Do you see that?
Yes, I see
So
that.
I'm
It was
actually
almost instant.
afraid
Yeah.
to wear these with
That's a bummer.
anything light colored just because I feel
Oh,
like the pony hair is going to actually dye um, white or even like, I don't know. I feel like
even your
it would
socks,
dye
I might
anything.
like. I feel like your socks too might even get some of
Let's
that brown on it. If it's on the, is it
Actually, yeah, it's not on
through?
the inside. Thankfully, they did a
Okay,
good
that's good.
job where there's
Okay,
no like dye or brown pony hair on the inside, but these are actually really comfortable.
you look comfortable.
Surprisingly. It
Yeah,
looks like a moccasin.
that's what I
I know
thought at
that
first. It definitely gives that look for
moccasin
sure.
vibe. Oh, the
Mhm.
fur origin, it tells you it's from Brazil. So we've got
Oh,
dyed adult bovine
huh.
fur. I feel like I
Oh,
looked up a bovine before. I think a bovine is kind of like a variation of an otter or something.
oh, interesting. Oh, okay. That's my first time
Yeah.
hearing Belize, so learn
Yeah,
something
Nike
new.
tends to
Yeah.
use bovine
Uh-huh.
whenever they use like
Mhm.
hair.
Mm.
But yeah, interesting that they decided like that is a good fur to use on sneakers. But
Right, yeah. Like, this is the go-to material for sure.
I know, right? But really interesting concept and silhouette since they did kind of like
Mhm.
bring two different silhouettes together. I know that like the other
Mhm.
colorway that released with this was in a black. I wasn't vibing so much with it. Just didn't look right, but it it's
I think
different
these
when
ones
you
look
put
better
like this on
for
it.
sure.
Yeah.
I think so.
So
Yeah.
that pretty much is everything I picked
Mhm.
up
Nice.
for the past couple weeks.
Nice. Neat.
Came home to a lot of packages, which is always a little
Mhm.
overwhelming, but
Yeah.
it's like Christmas all the time. I
Yeah.
feel like here, and
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be going on my first little vacay trip coming up this week with a brand called Kizik.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know if you've heard of Kizik before, but they did actually
Mhm.
sell a portion of their technology to Nike.
Mhm.
So they have like the slip on technology where you actually don't have to unlace your sneakers at
Right.
all.
Mhm.
It's a
Mhm.
really smart brand. And I actually
Mhm.
wish a lot of my photo shoots, for instance, use this brand just because, like,
Mhm.
something that takes a long time when I'm like switching in and out of sneakers and products
Right.
is tying your
Mhm.
sneaker. It's so frustrating. I'm
Right.
like,
Yeah.
let me see if I can
Yeah.
grab a pair of the Kizik ones to
Perfect.
show you guys. Actually, that is really cool. So this is it's a cool brand. So this
Oh, they're
pair
really
is just it's like
clean.
a basic white sneaker.
Mhm.
But you don't have to untie these laces. You just
No
slip them on.
way. That would save so much time, especially when I'm in a rush, like, constantly.
Right? I mean, it's
Like, now is
literally like one of the smartest technologies I've seen
that is
built,
really cool, yeah.
but you don't
When
have
you
to
first said
untie them.
that, yeah. No, that's cool. When you first said slip-in, I thought that they were gonna be like, actually laceless. So the fact that they still have them on there and you can still, slip it in, that's cool.
Yeah. So if you're like
Oh,
rushing, you just need to slip into a
yeah.
sneaker real quick.
Yep.
You don't even have to
Mhm.
bend over. Literally, you just like slip
Right.
them off, and they're really easy to take off as well. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see like all their new products that they're releasing
Nice.
and testing
Mhm.
out their product in the wilderness. Wish me luck, everybody. I'm going to be hiking,
Ooh, hiking
hugging
is
up a
so fun. No,
storm.
have a great time. I'm sure it's gonna be an amazing time.
Yeah, I haven't really hiked so much out here because the thing
Mhm.
about hiking in New York is
Mhm.
you have to worry about ticks out here. So I've always been like
Oh,
super
okay.
hesitant, because you don't have to
Uh-huh.
worry about those things as much, I feel like, on the West
Mhm.
Coast. You just go out, and you're like,
That's true.
whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, like out here, you just have to like be very careful and like check your body and stuff. Because I've had a
Um,
couple friends who've gone hiking
uh-huh.
and,
Yeah.
like they've gotten
Mhm.
a tick on them and they got Lyme's disease, which just like sticks with
That
you.
is
So
crazy.
I'm
Oh,
going to be
that's so
fully covered
scary.
up from head to toe with a cute little hat, of course, probably on me.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like I would do the same thing. Yeah, because over
Heck
here it's
yeah.
mostly like rattlesnakes. But at least you can see
Rattlesnakes.
it. Like you can kind of like hear them and like see them, or like coyotes and stuff are actually really, really prominent around the area that I live in. So yeah, very
Not
different
so,
from
not,
coast to
yeah,
coast for
very
sure.
different. Exactly.
Yeah.
Coyotes and rattlesnakes. I don't even think I've ever seen a rattlesnake in person.
I haven't, but I've seen, like the holes that they burrow through the ground when I've hiked before. So,
Pray that
that
they're
can be
not
a
in those
little
holes.
unsettling.
Right.
Yeah.
So before we go, I know that
Mhm.
Mons and I promised that we'd talk a little bit about anime. So for those of you
Yes.
who are
Yes.
anime fans that are in here, Mons and I are kind of like otakus, I guess you could say. We
I would
absolutely
say
love
we are.
anime and
Yeah.
toys.
I would say we're otakus for sure.
Which is a bad combination with sneakers because there's so many like cool anime toys and accessories. I
Yes.
actually, when I met with the Loungefly team at Comic Con, they
Mhm.
know you, Mons. So yeah, they
Oh,
definitely know who you are because I think they've worked with you in the past with like Loungefly bags and things like that. I think.
I met one of their someone from their marketing team at San Diego Comic Con actually, and they were kind enough to send me a care package. So shout out to the Launchfly team. And yeah, I was able to kind of like create some content on the Stitch Launchfly backpack that came out
Oh,
this
Stitch,
past
lovely
summer, which was
loving
my favorite
Stitch.
drop. So I love Stitch so much.
I'm
But
gonna open these, but
amazing. I can't wait to see what collectibles you have today. Oh, it's
so these
Inosuke.
are
Oh,
all from Bandai Namco. So
nice.
Bandai
Uh-huh.
is like top tier when it comes to like toys and collectibles,
Yes.
especially when it comes to anime. At New York Comic Con, they
Yes.
basically covered, I think, a majority of the real estate. Bandai Namco like had
Really?
probably, I would say like it felt like 45% of like the
Oh my
layout
gosh.
was theirs.
It's
Obviously,
huge.
like Bandai Namco has so many different tiers and different types of
Yes.
toys, so it's kind of
Right.
course separated by, like Gundam
Yes.
had like their own crazy
Mhm.
section, and
Mhm.
like every section had like their own entity and whole
Mhm.
different build out. Like Dragon Ball Z, of course,
Mhm.
had like their whole massive entrance when you walk into like Comic Con.
Mhm.
That's like the first setup that you see when you get into the space.
Mhm. Mhm.
But yeah, I actually saw a couple Inosuke's at New York
Uh-huh.
Comic Con. This was a pretty popular
Nice.
costume. For those of
Costume.
you who don't
Mhm.
know, he's part of Demon Slayer.
Love Demon
So
Slayer.
he's actually
So
not a
cute.
boar. He's actually a person.
Yes, for
But a
anyone
lot of people
curious.
were wearing the head, so I have to give them extra points for wearing this head
That's
because
awesome. Oh, it must
I
be so
couldn't
hot.
do it. There's no way. And of course, the Crocs that just came out, this was pretty much pretty similar to the packaging on this. It was a blue tone and it had
Mhm.
some like cute fur on it. And then
Mhm.
Zenitsu, another one that I
I
got,
love
another character
Zenitsu.
from Demon Slayer. He's really cute because he
I
fights when
love.
he's asleep.
Oh, I was just gonna ask you if he's asleep because
No, this one's awake, so this isn't the cool
wait.
Zenitsu, I would say. I love him when he has the little snot bubble popping out.
Yes. Oh my goodness. The details.
And then I have, of course, from one of my favorites, Spy
Oh,
Family, little
Anya.
Anya Forager. She's so
She's so
cute.
cute. I love her.
I mean, I have so many. Let me even just like
Hmm.
grab this other one. I have some bigger ones. Just like not
Oh
enough
yeah.
space. But this is probably my favorite because it's Anya and Bond sleeping together.
Oh my gosh, that is
Isn't that
so
so cute?
cute. I love Bond so much. Like,
So cute,
if you
right?
guys haven't watched Spy Family, you should watch it. It is such like a feel good, like it's a great
It
it's a
really
great
is.
anime.
I feel like it's a
So
good starter anime too. Like if you're
I
somebody
think so.
who
Yeah.
hasn't started watching anime and you don't know if you'll
Hmm.
love it or be
Like
interested
it.
in it, like I
Hmm.
feel like Spy
Yeah.
Family is just one of those from like
Hmm.
any age group too. If you're a
Yes.
kid,
Yeah.
if you're older, like
Hmm.
I feel like they have something for everyone.
Yes, I totally agree with you. Yeah. Oh, that one's so cute.
Yeah. And I was actually dressed up as your one of the
Yeah, I
days
did
at
see
Comic
that.
Con.
Yes.
So I found a couple of my daughters running around, while I was there.
So cute. Oh, you killed it. If you haven't
Oh,
seen her York costume, everyone, you should check it out. It was so good.
I actually wore part of that costume too. So I had a wedding to go to after Comic Con.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it was such a crazy jam-packed weekend. I don't even know, honestly,
Mhm,
how I made it through
mhm,
that weekend. But
mhm,
at the end
mhm.
of the night, I ended up changing like back into my Yor costume. Everybody was like, "Oh my
Uh-huh.
God, it's Yor!"
Oh,
Like, yeah,
that's so great.
I know.
Oh, awesome.
But yeah, so pretty much that's
Mhm.
all of Mons and my pickups for the past couple weeks. Sorry that we
Yeah.
took a little bit of a break, but
Yeah.
sometimes life just gets
Mhm,
in the middle of things where you're so hectic and so busy. But again,
mhm.
we're going to try and keep this weekly schedule. If you, of
Yes.
course,
Mhm,
love these lives, give us a
mhm,
thumbs up. Let us know in
mhm,
the comments if there's any topics or discussions that you want us to go through on our
mhm.
next live.
Yes.
But yeah, we got some good stuff, Mons. I just feel
Yes.
like Christmas is gonna be right around the corner. It's crazy. This
I
year is
can't believe
flying.
it's already the end of October. I can't believe it. It's gonna be 2024 before we know it, so
It is. My
ugh.
mall already looks like Christmas inside, so I forget. I'm like, wait, has Halloween passed yet? Because everything is Christmas decorated already, and there's Christmas candy everywhere. Everything's Christmas themed.
Yes. Oh, I know. Like I feel like everywhere people are definitely getting the jump on some Christmas decor. So I'm not gonna lie, I am gonna be one of those people that's gonna have my tree up like on November 1st. So
I love that for you.
I'm
If
gonna
I
try
had
and enjoy
space
it
for a
later.
tree, I would be the same. I would probably have one up as well, but the tree would probably be on the ceiling because that's the only place that is free in my apartment right now.
Oh my
It's
gosh, you're
so
so funny.
sad. If anyone has any questions for Mons or
Mhm.
myself while you're in
Yeah.
here, feel free to ask away before
Yeah.
we head out. I'm going to be
Yeah.
shooting a lot of content today. And again,
Woohoo.
I will have a full video up on these Cherry 12s this evening. So
Mhm,
definitely turn on your notifications if you don't already have those turned on and set.
mhm,
So you'll get
mhm,
reminders sent to you as soon as I upload any of my videos. What's
mhm.
good, William? We haven't seen you in a minute. Oh, in Brooklyn. Well, we're getting actually sunny weather today. There's this meme going around
Yes.
Moms right now that like Saturday rolls around and it's rain because every single weekend for the past like
Uh-huh.
month and a half in New York, we have had
Uh-huh.
rain. It's becoming
I've been
Seattle.
hearing that. That is crazy.
It's been
Uh,
miserable.
well, stay dry today, everyone, if
That's why I
you're
want to
on
shoot
the
outside today because
yeah.
it's 80
Yeah,
degrees, which is also very weird
beautiful.
because we've been in the
Yeah.
40s and now it's shot back up to the 80s. So today is a very
Mhm.
unusual Saturday since we've just been having
Yeah.
cooler temperatures and, of course, rain. And
Mhm.
shooting outside in the rain is just never fun.
Oh, no, definitely not. So, yes, I hope you can take advantage of today's weather. And I know that we had just talked about our anime segment, but I had to ask you, what is your top 3 animes right now that you've been enjoying?
Right and now, oof. I mean, I would say 100% Spy Family. Just
Mhm.
waiting for them to come out with some new stuff.
Mhm.
But My Hero Academia.
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't know if I love Deku and his like evil moment,
Oh,
but
I see it.
I'm
Uh-huh.
still enjoying it. Jujutsu Kaisen I've been into. It's a little more complicated and technical,
Yeah.
so I
Yes.
definitely have to
Mhm.
have like the subtitles on and at
Mhm.
the same time sometimes just so I
Yeah.
can see what they're talking about and like the different
Right,
levels,
right.
and it's very very like in depth and you have to like
Mhm.
pay attention because if not things will
Yes.
not make sense
It
at
will not
all.
click. No, I completely agree with you. Yeah.
Um but yeah, I just I'm actually really into this volleyball run right now called Haiku. I'm actually obsessed with
I
it.
love Haikyuu. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
I
that's
love
probably
Haikyuu.
like at the
I'm waiting for
top
the
of my
final
list.
season. Oh my goodness.
And I play volleyball. I mean, it does kind of agitate me
It
the
makes
way they say
sense.
certain things just because it's
Yeah, yeah.
like
Uh-huh.
technically not the way you would talk
Uh-huh.
about like certain things, but it
Right.
it makes
Right.
so much sense to me because when you play
Yes.
volleyball, you understand
Yeah.
like the different types of sets and like the sets that
Mhm.
he's good at, and as a player, like the
Mhm.
main
Mhm.
character, he's very
Mhm.
similar to like how I played, which is kind of
That's
weird.
awesome. Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, it's really good, really really good. So if you haven't seen
Mm,
that,
I
I
love that one
actually
too.
was in a Hobby Lobby and they had a whole section with their themed products. So I went crazy.
Yeah.
That was this weekend. So embarrassed.
Yeah.
And I've been just obsessed with the Bandai, like Namco, like just
Uh-huh.
the machines. I need to stop.
Oh
I
my
really
gosh,
need to
those
stop.
machines. I
I
love
am gonna
them.
go
Oh,
broke, Mons. I literally am gonna go broke buying these toys. And honestly, something happened this weekend, and I've never actually been this mad before, but I've been really lucky with like
mhm,
collecting the entire collection on the
mhm,
machines.
mhm.
So I was doing like this whole thing for Chainsaw Man because I wanted to collect all these really
Hey,
cool keychains,
yeah.
and I was
Uh-huh.
like doing the coins, but these machines, they only allow you to buy like coins, only a certain amount of coins at a time.
Mhm.
So also like you're only limited to buying I think like 15 coins or something before you have to use a different credit card. It's like you've maxed out on 15
Oh, that's
coins.
interesting. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so like I was on a roll. I was getting different
Yeah.
characters. I was like,
Right.
yes, like I keep getting new
Yeah.
ones. So I literally am about to go put in a coin, and this
Uh-huh.
guy comes in
Uh-huh.
and puts his coins in and like takes all the ones that were going to complete my collection. And I'm talking like there are so many machines. There are so many machines, Mons. Like he
Yeah.
could have gone to any
The other
machine,
machine.
any
Yeah.
machine, any machine. Like
Mhm.
clearly knew that I was like doing this machine over and
Mhm.
over on purpose, to do the
Yeah.
complete, thing. And it put me in the worst mood that day. I've never had that experience before, but
I'm
it was
sorry.
really sad because I was videoing it and everything, and he just killed it. So if you're that boy
It's
out there
okay.
and you're watching this, I'm upset with you still.
You owe her all of the ones that she's missing
You
from
owe
her
me a
collection.
Pachita, so that's the one he got, and that was the one I
Nice.
needed to complete my
It was the
collection, and he
Kushida.
took
Oh my
that.
goodness.
And
Oh,
I was so mad because I knew it was Pachita because this color was orange, and it was the only
uh-huh.
orange one. So, and I
Yeah.
knew he didn't want that one. That was the other part that irked me even more. He was like disappointed that he'd gotten Pachita, and I was like, ugh, just gonna chill
That was
out,
for
chill out. Yeah.
it's okay.
So
That now means that you will get Pachita in a different way.
now
In
I'm
a
just gonna
different
have to
color.
like guard the machine with friends next time. Be like,
I
you
know. You're
cannot
gonna
use
have to
this
like
machine
cross
for the
everyone out,
next
you know?
5 rounds. I am sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't cop
Right.
the cherry 12 today, Sebastian. I'm sorry. Well, hopefully, you didn't cop them because you didn't go for them. But if not, again,
Mhm.
congratulations, everyone who took a W on the cherry 12s today. I know that that was such a great OG colorway. We just like showed them in hand real quick here.
Mhm.
I just think overall, really good quality. Jordan
Mhm.
really, hit it out of the ballpark with these ones. I don't see
Mhm.
any quality control issues. And again, just really
Mhm.
nice red color and tone that they
Mhm.
came out with. So super happy
Mhm.
to have these in hand. Again, Mons, it's always a pleasure having you on with me. So thank you so
Always,
much for
always.
waking up early for all of us. Mons is on West Coast time,
Absolutely.
so it is definitely not 11 o'clock where you are right now. But we appreciate you as always coming on the channel. Can't wait to see what you pick up in the next week or so. And happy
Likewise.
Halloween, everybody! I hope you have a safe weekend. I know this is kind of the weekend where
Mhm.
most people go out, and
Yeah.
just hope that you guys are all safe out there. But we
Mhm.
will catch you all on the next episode. Be sure that you're subscribed as well to Mons's YouTube channel. She's just starting out, and I'm loving all the content you've been putting up, Mons. You've been killing it
Thank
with the short
you.
form and long form. I know how hard it
Mhm.
is to, just get content consistently out there. But, if you guys are looking to see some amazing content from a female perspective, Mons is one of the best in the game. And,
Thank you. Thank
I know she
you.
would really appreciate your support. So be sure to check out her channel. It's AKA Mons. And
Mhm.
follow her on Instagram as well. All
Oh,
right,
thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
Take care. We will see you all next one. And again, be sure to
Mhm.
hit that notification. We will definitely have lots of new lives coming up and talking about a lot
Mhm.
of the new releases. See you later.
Bye, everyone.